Okay, again, what we're going to start looking at now is the reciprocal trig ratios. Okay, so far we know a lot about y equals sine x. Not really y equals, but just sine x. We know that. We know cos x, and we know tan x. And if you just remind yourself about what these things mean, remember sine x. So if we've got an angle x there, we've got the opposite side, we've got the hypotenuse, and we've got the adjacent. That sine x equals opposite over hypotenuse, cos x equals adjacent over hypotenuse, and tan x equals opposite over adjacent. Now, what we have, what are the other ratios? In other words, this is 3 of the ratios in the triangle, but how many combinations of 3 can we get? We can get 6. There's actually 6 different combinations of ratios. How many pairs of 2 can we get from 3 sides? There's actually 6. And the other 3 will come from if we flip these upside down. In other words, if that's upside down, if the h is on the top line and the o is on the bottom line, you know, have we got a name for that? And here, if the h is on the top line and the a is on the bottom line, what do we call that? A and o, what do we call that? And in actual fact, we give these special words. This is called cosec x. This one is called sec x, and this one is called cot x, or cotangent. Okay, and so I'll write these down properly in a second. So let's do that. So our first one, cosec x, which means cosecant. Cosecant x is equal to 1 over sine x. In other words, sine x upside down. And if you're doing it as opposite over adjacent and that sort of thing, that's the hypotenuse over the opposite side. That's what cosec is equal to. Then we've got sec x, which is short for secant of x, and that's equal to 1 over cos x. And cos x is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse, so this ratio is hypotenuse over adjacent. Finally, we've got cot x, which is short for cotangent, so it's the cotangent, it goes together with the tangent, and that's equal to 1 over tan x, and that is equal to, tan's opposite over adjacent, so this is upside down. Right there. And there are 3 new trig ratios to know. Okay. And nowhere near as common as the other 3, because everyone just tends to go back to sine, cos and tan, but still very worthwhile knowing these 3, and they're just the reciprocal functions of sine, cos and tan. Okay. The only other thing to do is to know how to work out various things, and so let's just do some examples. Let's just find let's do sec of 2. Sec of 2 is equal to sec of 2, that doesn't make sense, sorry. Sec of 1 on pi, something like that. Sorry, I'm a bit all over the place. Let's do sec of pi. Crikey, not doing very well. Let's do sec of pi, and let's do cosec of pi on 6, and let's find what am I doing? 10, cot. Let's do cot of what's a good value? Let's do 0. Cot of 0. Okay. Oh no, that's going to be a bad one. Why you guys alerting me when I make bad choices? Cot pi on 4. Let's do 3 pi on 4. Sorry to be indecisive, sorry about this. 3 pi on 4. Okay, let's do this. So sec pi, what that's equal to 1 over cos pi. Okay, what is cos at pi? Let me draw my little circle. Okay, so pi is here. What's the value of cos there? Cos is equal to -1, so that's 1 over -1, which is equal to -1. Great. So sec pi is equal to -1. Cosec of pi on 6. That's equal to 1 over sine pi on 6. Okay, so there's my little circle here. Where's pi on 6? It's there. Okay, and so that's what's the value of sine there. Use your hand. 1 over sine thing is 1 over a half, which is equal to 2. That's what I was trying to do 2 before. I was working backwards. Don't worry about me. So that's so 2. That's the value 2 there. Okay. Cot 3 pi on 4 is equal to 1 over tan 3 pi on 4 equals, now 3 pi on 4 is up here. What's the value of tan there? Tan there, well, tan there is 1. Tan over here is equal to negative 1. So that's 1 over negative 1. So the answer there is negative 1. And that's basically all I need to tell you about the reciprocal ratios there, and knowing how to evaluate what those are equal to. So I'll leave you there.